Well, I am here with veterinarian Gary Hodges, and he has some things to share with you about what not to feed your pets during this Thanksgiving holiday, right?
Well, the biggest thing we want to remember is just because we're having all the goodies for Thanksgiving doesn't mean that your pet needs all the goodies, because a lot of times people will use the trimmings off the turkey, trimmings off a ham, this type of thing, which will have a lot more fat, could have a lot of seasoning in it, and so we will see lots of gastroenteritis during the holidays. We'll see lots of pancreatitis, and so just because you're having the great meals, keep your dog on their normal routine food and this type of thing, because they don't need all this rich food to make a change, because we can have issues with it. Also, we want to be sure and not give them raisins, grapes, this type of thing, chocolates, because they can be toxic to them.
All right. Well, thank you, Gary. And if you have any questions, feel free to call in. The number is down at the bottom of your screen. And so, Gary, tell me a little bit about, like, I know you want to give your dog like a chicken bone or something, but some of the bones that are not sold in the stores are probably not as good, right?
Well, the biggest thing, you don't want to use anything that would be turkey or chicken. The bone structure in those are very thin. They're going to shatter. They're going to make sharp shards that could be causing problems to the dog. So you want to stay away from those. If you're wanting to use some type of bone, then you want to use one of the larger bones that they can actually chew on, but they can't break up and swallow pieces of. That's where we get into issues. You definitely don't want to also feed like a T-bone steak bone, because they have got the sharp points. They will break off easily, and you can get some pointed pieces of bone in the stomach, and them trying to pass it on through the GI tract can cause issues.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Don't need that.
Whew, that'd be a good way to ruin your Thanksgiving meal.
Absolutely.
So what are some things you can give your dog during this Thanksgiving season?
Well, I mean, you can give your dogs little pieces of turkey that does not have any fat on it, does not have any skin on it. The biggest thing you've got to realize is the size of your dog in the comparison to the size of a person. And most adult people are going to be at least 100 pounds up. Well, most dogs, unless you've got a giant breed, are going to be below 100 pounds. So you eating 2 slices of turkey for Thanksgiving is like a dog eating the whole turkey. And so you have a major change in their diet, this type of thing. So little bites of something is fine, but you've got to be tough. You've got to tell them no, they can have their normal treats, their normal food, but little bits is fine. Just don't get carried away. Just kind of like us, just learn to push back from the table.
Got it. Okay, and no desserts.
No desserts.
I know, it's so hard. I mean, they look so good, but they're not good for animals.
Not good for them.
All right, well, hey, thank you so much, Gary. I really appreciate you coming on, and I wish you a happy Thanksgiving.